let's see. Okay, so the background, I guess, is a study of the National Association of Realtors reported in 2004 that a second home sales accounted for more than a third of residential real estate transactions. According to the report, the average of a person buying a second home as an investment retail property was 47 years. A real estate agent wants to estimate the average age of those buying investment properties in his area. He randomly selects 15 of his clients who purchased an investment property and obtains the data shown. What are the requirements for creating a 95% confidence t-interval? I guess that didn't apply at all. Okay. Thank you. Oh, it burned. Okay. Okay. Requirements for creating a 95% confidence t-interval.
Okay. So for that one, just pretty much knowing like the population size.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like, because in the equation, you need to know the mean, the t-score, the sample standard deviation, as well as the square root of the population.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Okay, no, that's good.
Huh? Or it gets greased.
That's tell one you can have that one. Okay, I'm just in a group meeting right now. That's okay.
I'm in a group meeting right now. I'm actually watching my Oh, yeah. So it's on the, okay. Yeah, it's on the side that it's on University Park Way. It's right by Pilsums that you enter in. It says like University Mall on top. You walk in, and then at the tea store, there's a tea store on the corner, you take a right. And find the point you go inside. Yeah, you're welcome. Right. See you tomorrow.
Everyone's really loud.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. What are you guys at?
We're still at 1.
Here we're
Okay.
We got some of our information from number 7. We were supposed to get the sample standard deviation and the sample mean.
Okay.
So what equation do you guys use for this?
Oh,
okay. The numbers into the SPSS program. Are we talking about for the sample mean, sample standard deviation, and for number 7?
Yeah.
Wait, are we talking about number 1 or are we talking about number 7?
Well, you use number 7 for those problems.
Okay. Okay. Wait, and for number 1 too, like, did we answer what the requirement? Hannah, did you answer what the requirements were?
Yeah, so it just needs to be a simple random sample and normally distributed.
Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. And then, Hannah, do you want to do number 2?
Yeah, with the data above, create a 95% confidence interval to estimate the mean age of all clients who buy an investment property. Input the numbers you computed in number 7 of part 1 into the confidence interval formula. Show your below. So the T-score for 95% confidence interval has 40 degrees of freedom, and let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading it right. The distribution of 14 degrees of freedom is 2.1448. Those are the numbers we use in our calculation.
So are you guys using the X bar minus T asterisk, this S over square root of N for part of the first part of that problem?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So the first part of it, I got 41.840.
Okay. I'm still catching up a little bit.
Okay.
Me too. I forgot. How do you find the standard deviation of the sample again? What number is that? Is it the p-value or is it the?
It's in as part 7. We computed it.
Because is that the one that like you take? Ah, sorry. I wrote down a bunch of numbers and I'm trying to figure out which one is which. I'm like, crap.
Okay. So the standard deviation was.
No, it wasn't for that one.
Oh, it gives it to us. Oh, I was trying to work that out.
What was this? What's the standard deviation for it?
The sample standard deviation is 8.83 from number 7.
I'm having trouble thinking right now.
Let's see. Sorry, I just realized that my VMware shut down on me while I ran an errand, and that's why I'm like, crap. That's why I don't have any of the numbers that I already calculated.
Oh no.
It's okay though. I will get into it.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's okay. I see. I'm just overthinking it. Totally. Okay.
Okay, so what numbers did you get, Hannah? I'll just ignore this for a second.
So for the lower interval, 41.84.
Mhm.
And the greater one was?
And then 51.62.
Yeah, that's what I got too. I was trying to do something totally different. No wonder why it wasn't making sense. Okay.
Alright, and then Lori, did you want to do number 3?
Yes. Now create a 99% confidence interval to estimate the mean age of all clients who built an investment property. Follow the same rounding rules as above. The t-score for the 99% confidence interval from the t-distribution with 14 degrees of freedom is 2.9768. So I set up the problem x bar minus t times s over square root of n, comma, x bar plus t times s over square root of n.
All right. And so we're getting the confidence interval still, right?
Yes.
Did anyone get it yet?
I did.
Okay. I'm getting it right now.
Okay. I actually just used the SPSS one because I don't feel like doing math, so I just plug it in the computer.
That's smart. I think I should probably do that. So when it tells you on like the SPSS, because I mean I found like the standard deviation and everything, but when it says like the lower and like on the second box down with one sample test, it says 99 confidence interval of the difference, the lower and upper. So you just take the mean and then minus and plus that number to find it. Maybe?
What I do is actually to get the confidence intervals, it's better to use Explore instead of the compare means.
Okay.
And so you just explore and you go down to the descriptives, and you have to of course go over to the statistics part whenever you go to explore, and you have to change it to 99%, and then it comes up with it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then I just plugged that in, and did you get for the lower one 39.9484? Or Lori, what did you get? Sorry.
I got 41.84, and then the other one was 53.518.
I got the same upper one. I got a little bit different, but it might just be a rounding thing.
Yeah. But Lori, I think the 41.84 was the one that we got as the lower one for number 2, for the 95. Or did anyone else get 39.9484?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we ready to move on to number 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Now
Yes,
using software, Excel for Math 221A, SPS for Math 221B and C, compute the 95 confidence interval using the data above and the 99 confidence interval using the data above. And so we are
Answers.
Good job, guys. Just dive in the...
Wait, so that's the same exact answer?
Yeah, except it's just like learning, it's like saying you need to do the work on the SPSS.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you guys have a hard time saving your work on SPSS?
Yes, that's why when I was like looking for my standard deviation number, I couldn't find it because I was like, oh, if I just log back onto it, I was like, I'll find it. No. Everything was gone, so I had to type it all back.
Back in again?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Brianna, do you want to do number 5?
Yes. How does the margin of error of the 95% confidence interval compare to the 99% confidence interval? And so the margin of error will be wider for the 99% interval, right? That's what I think.
Now the 95% confidence interval will have a larger margin of error than the...
With the 99 or with the 95? I thought it was...
The 95 would have a bigger margin of error than the 99%.
I thought it was the other way around.
Wait, what?
Like what?
But I thought the margin of error.
I thought as your confidence interval goes up, then so that the margin of error is wider.
What am I confusing it with then?
I know.
Oh, it's the level of significance that I was thinking about. Oh my gosh.
Mhm. That's confusing.
Sorry. I'm switching that. Holy Hannah. See, I still went through that after our meeting, like the other one.
Uh-huh.
I'm still confused. I was like, oh yeah, margin of error, level of significance, point of
They
estimate.
are kind of close. And
All right, Hannah, do you want to do number 6A?
Yes. So rather than estimating the age of his clients that buy investment properties, the realtor agent would like to test the claim that the age of his clients is different than the national average of age 47. Use the 0.05 as your level of significance. Follow the following sequence of steps. So state the null and alternative hypothesis. So the null would be that the mu, as I say, equals 47.
Yes.
Alternative hypothesis would be doesn't equal.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then Lori, did you want to do B?
Compute the test statistic. First compute it using the formula and showing your work below. Then check this test statistic by inputting the data into the software. T equals X over mu. T equals X minus mu over S divided by N.
Okay.
Square root of N.
X minus. Am I- Wait, so what exactly is the X then?
The X is 46.73.
Yeah. Now for the T value, it would be like the square root of 14 instead of 15, right? N would be, or is it you do it square root of 15?
That's a good question.
The formula says a square root of n, and n is 15. The degrees of freedom would have been 14.
Okay. Because like I was just wondering like when they would apply, like how they would apply the degrees of freedom, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When that comes into play, and I was like, okay, so does it mean like in that equation? Like when I would run it, I'd run it both ways, and I was like, okay, but still, like, was I doing it wrong?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I think the only time I've seen it come into play is when they specifically ask what is the degrees of freedom. That's the only time I've seen it.
Okay.
Use it. Wait a second. Okay. I'm having trouble like finding like the standard deviation. Where did we get that from? Oh.
Just from if you look on your,
Is it from the
if you look at like your case processing summary on the Explorer, it should be, it's like 8.827.
Okay, so that's the standard deviation and then okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Okay. And then Lori, what did you get for the T-score for that?
I got negative 0.117.
When I put it into the SPSS, the
Mhm.
T is negative 0.117.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that's for sure.
I'm gonna calculate it.
That's what I got too.
Okay.
I'm just running through it one more time to make sure I got it. But, yeah, yep, okay. Got it. Okay, and then I'll do number, I will do number, oh, C, state the degree of freedom is 14. That answers my question from a second ago. Great. Okay, and then, Joanna, do you want to do D?
Yes. Sketch the t distribution and shade the area that represents the p value. Sorry to go back to it. Number 6B, you guys got negative 0.11847.
For number B?
Yeah.
0.118, yeah, negative 0.118.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah. There's the t distribution. I'm not really.
So for the one we're on, the p-value. So the p-value is the sigma two-tailed thing in the program, right?
Yeah.
And then when we put it into the applet, is that what we're putting where we the z-score? That's what the z-score is.
Yeah. T is
909.
That's
And it's that where the area is becomes the p-value.
So it's like the center. I'm not sure.
Center is white and the rest is blue.
Oh, the rest is blue. Center would be. It's like, so when we sketch it, it's like I remember seeing on the video that he showed like when you're finding the t-score, you can also make a histogram.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where it's at. So like copy and paste it. So I'll have to look over that again. But
okay. Huh.
and then number E, Hannah, do you want to do? I mean, did everyone sketch it other than me?
Yes.
Okay, and then Hannah, did you want to do E?
Yes, so use your software to compute the p-value. So that's 0.909.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so we already got that, right? So F, state your decision. So it would be...
The p-value though, like in the video, he said like you would take since it's only one tail, it would be like 0.4545 because you divide it by 2.
Oh, yeah. Wait. But this one is just different than. It's not less than or greater than. So isn't it 2 tail?
Would it be 0.909? Like, yeah, would it be 0.909 for that one?
I thought since this was a not equals, it's two-tailed.
Oh, it's two-tailed. That actually makes sense.
If it was like less than, I think. Yeah, that would.
State your decision. Okay, so number F. Lori, do you want to do that one?
State your decision. Do you reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject the 0.05 level of significance? Fail to reject null hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
It's like actually greater than 0.5.
I agree.
Okay. And then number G. Present your conclusion in an English sentence relating the results to the context of the problem. So we didn't have sufficient evidence in order to prove that the average age of a person buying a second home as an investment rental property was not 47 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right.
When you guys, okay, so the p-value, I'm trying to remember, does that actually, what does that represent? I remember, so because in the normal probability applet, do we plug in t for the z-score, or do we plug in the p-value?
Well, this time you plug in the t value.
Okay. Okay, now I'm good then.
Okay. Are you guys ready to start the quiz?
Yes.
Okay. Guys?
Does yours look weird?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah, it
guys seeing the same thing as me though?
Yes.
I see little pages.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Oh.
Okay, crap.
I think it's like all the numbers are
Yeah.
helpful. Can we save it for later?
Yeah, save it for later. I'm
Are we
gonna
just,
Doesn't this have to be done today, though?
Yeah, it has to be done today.
We're going to have to send him a message.
Yeah, that is Alaska. It's driving me nuts.
I was trying to see if we can do it without. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, we have to be able to read it. That is nuts, though. I'm just like,
Okay. Thanks.
yeah.
Should we set up another time tonight to get back together then?
Well, let's see if we can get it to work. Maybe.
Continue.
I don't know.
Nope.
Gosh. Ah.
Are you guys emailing him or
Yeah, I'm emailing him right now.
Oh, okay. Hannah, I think your baby has your eyes.
Oh, thanks.
They're both.
She has, they're big like mine. I think they're gonna be her dad's color. He has darker eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Same size but different color.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. You're welcome.
She's like, what the heck is going on?
She goes, is it just me or can you not see the number? Just kidding. We made pizza tonight on sub bread. It was pretty good.
That sounds good.
It's kind of easy.
Always good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Goodness. To make more.
Make more and give us some.
Believe me, you don't want me to ship it that far.
sent it. I hope he can do that.
Did he give us his cell phone number?
Did he? Hold on, guys.
I know some teachers do. You know what? I'm going to be right back. Maybe you guys have to get off before I get my charger.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna call him and hopefully he's not on a date with his wife.
It's Friday, isn't it?
He does live in Texas.
Yeah.
Is it 5:30 in Texas?
I assume it's the same as me. Yeah. I hope.
It's 6:30 there.
It's 6:30. He's gonna see it's like a out of area number and be like, what in the heck? Oh no.
Okay, I've got a question for you. I have to record a video for a teacher for another class. What do I do? I did it before, but I've totally forgotten.
I can't remember. So you use Google Plus, right? Because I think there's just the Start Hangout on air, and then after you're done recording, there's a link,
Okay,
YouTube link or something. I don't know, something like that.
that sounds about right.
I was so stressed the night that we had to do that. I couldn't figure Google Hangout for the life of me. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
That was so frustrating.
Well, I knew how to do a Hangout, but I didn't know how to record it.
Honestly, I still
Beginning of
don't
the
know.
semester.
Guys, hold on. Maybe. Oh. Because I remember him saying that if there's. Oh no. If there's something like wrong with the quizzes, we're actually supposed to talk to IT.
Oh, really?
I think. Hold on. I hope not, because that would be really.
Yeah, that'd be really annoying. Let me see if I can help.
It's in that little corner. Your head.
Let's see. Syllabus. Group meeting. I don't know. I don't see anything about talking to IT.
Hey Ryan, my name is Kaylee Lewis. I'm on an online program, on like a Stats 221C this semester online. I'm doing a group meeting right now, and my group and I, as homework, we're supposed to meet twice a week and then quiz during our group meeting. We're trying to take the quiz right now, but it shows the questions, but within the questions there's these images box that are showing up where we assume, but it's not showing up. So we're wondering what we need to do to fix that. I'm using Google Chrome, and I think, well, in the past, well, this has worked on Google Chrome. So I don't have Firefox, but I have Internet Explorer. So, sorry, oh, sorry, there's a baby in the background. There's a, I've tried to text my teacher and just ask him what we should do too, but I thought since it sounds more technical, he'd probably tell us to contact you guys anyway. My assumption. Okay. 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 No, that works. Yeah. Go for it. Okay. Hopefully that will fix it. But I think Brother Saley texted me back.
Okay.
So hold on. Check it out. Having problems. If you can get to the questions, you can work them. Push unit and everyone can work on their own. Okay. But so guys, we're assuming that
It's probably because there's symbols in it too, so I wonder probably the symbols and the numbers.
yeah, because like looking at it, like I can't even determine anything
I
by
know.
just looking at this. Like there's
What
nothing.
did he say that we could?
He said, I saw iLearn was having problems. If you can get to the questions, you can work them out on paper and enter them later. Otherwise, just post you met, and everyone can work on it on their own.
So it should be fixed like tomorrow then?
Yeah, I should ask him that.
Yeah, there's no way that we could, like, because we don't even know what they're asking for some of the questions.
I guess we can just check back later.
Yeah, he said like just post that we met and then do it on our own if we need to.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Hi, sorry. Okay.
What are you doing?
No, so it's like the numbers. So like the numbers and the symbols that we're supposed to use in order to compute things, like we can't see them. All four of us can't. So it's, I mean, it reads like the null hypothesis is blank. Blank, and the alternative hypothesis is blank. So it's like everything, including the number, like just everything that we need to get that right. There's a lot of them, so guess we'll just. Yeah, we can save it. Mm. All right, we'll do that. Thank you. Okay, that would make sense. Okay. Okay, that would make sense too. All right. Well, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, I appreciate that. Thanks again. Thanks. Bye. So what I'll do, guys, is if you want, we can, since we met, I'll just post saying that we did meet. We can take the quiz on our own, or if anyone does want to meet later on, and hopefully take
Okay.
it before then, we can do that. Just email me. I'll email you what Brother Saley says, and we'll kind of go from there, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Faces.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.